Right, so this video shows you how to connect your USB 2.0 to your printer or scanner, and I will be connecting the USB cable to my MacBook Pro. It's an i5 2.5 gigahertz processor that comes with a 4 gig memory. The cable looks well packaged. It's not got a tamper-proof seal, so that's something to look out for. This was purchased from Amazon. Before I go any further, please hit the subscribe button. It's absolutely free. You don't have to pay for it. This is a fairly new channel, and it's a bit of a rabbit hole for most people who have monetized their account and only make a few cents from it. So it would be helpful if you hit the subscribe button. So let's get back to the review. Right, so the USB, as previously stated, is a 2.0 to 6.6 feet USB. The brand is Lindy from Amazon, who specializes in connection perfection. This is the cable. If I flip it onto the other side, this end is what goes into the printer, and the USB cable end, the other end, goes into my computer. Some quick tips would be not to yank the USB cable, and that's because you might start having connection problems, especially when you take into consideration the length of the cable and how durable the cable is. This is not like as sturdy as your traditionally built USB cables, as it feels quite soft. So if you'd have to go wireless, the better. But if you're using the cable, just be sure you're not yanking your scanner or your printer with the cable and your computer, because that could damage the cable. And from reviews, it has got its strength, and that's in the transfer speeds. And transfer speeds depend more on the class of the USB, the speed of the RAM and hard disk. So for the USB 2.0 specification, it requires a cable delay which is less than 5.2 nanoseconds per meter. So I'm hoping that this lives up to expectations. But if I look at the label behind, it says the linear thinking, the intelligent cable choice, and it looks like for this cable you've got the gold line, the chromo line, the anthro line, and the black line. What we have purchased here is the anthro line, and it's a professional choice. And it does say at the back of the label that the Anthro line is the premium connectivity solution, designed and tested for commercial use and high-performance professional AV and IT installations. So, let's give it a go. So, to reiterate, this end goes into your scanner or your printer, and this end goes into your computer. Okay. So I am going to undo the wire lock and plug this into my scanner. You can see this end going into the back end of my scanner. Just make sure you take cognizance of the shape of that size before you purchase it online. I'm going to connect this other end to my MacBook Pro, hoping that the transfer speed that was promised delivers. Before I go any further, I don't want to waste my time installing. I'd want to check the ADS website to see if I'm actually using the right cable. And from all indications, as you can see, it does say that it's a 2.0, so I'm on the right track. So right now, I can proceed with installing the software, as I have got a high-speed cable. Right, so this is just a quick snapshot or preview on how to install the software. If you want to see how to fully install the software, click on the link below, and I'll work you through the process. And please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Like I said earlier, it's absolutely free. Thank you for your time, and thank you for listening. Bye-bye. Right, so this is steps 2 of how to install the software that's crucial and functional for the ADS2200. In the earlier video, I talked about how to install the USB to your scanner, and then also the capability of the USB cable. So if you have missed that video and you want to see it, you can click on the link below, and it will take you to that video. So, if you haven't already, please kindly subscribe. It's absolutely free. You don't need to pay for it, so we can get you more videos. Right, so you can click on the Mac OS support or the downloads. in order to install the software that's needed for the ADS scanner. In this instance, I have clicked the Mac OS support, also clicked scanner, which brings me to this page. I'd scroll down and look for the ADS hyperlink, or you could use Ctrl F to find the ADS. So I click on the ADS. It automatically detects the operating system. Like I said, in this case it's 10.12, so that's really good. So essentially we're getting the right software for the right operating system. And so we hit the OK button and it brings us to the next page where we have the full driver and software package. ADS has recommended it, so I'll click on that and start downloading and installing the software. Right now, so it's finished downloading. I'll save it to my desktop and start extracting all the files so that I can get the scanner computer interface. Right, so from here onwards, I'd have to click on the installation ADS installation file. So I'll click on that right now, and that launches the installer. So I'll click on the start button and open, and select my printer, which is the ADS2200. And just work through the remainder of the installation process. It's pretty much straightforward. I think at some point you need to put in a password, but that should be absolutely fine. And voila, and there we are. I'm successfully installed. Click OK. And try as much as possible to work through the setup, just to apply settings, apply the settings in the setup, and just to make sure that there's the right connection between the scanner and the computer. So I'll click connect, OK, and apply settings, and my computer would have recognized the scanner. But more importantly, I'd need to go back to the Brother support, which essentially has the user interface embedded in it. So I'll be clicking on the executable file to extract the interface. Right, so the interface happens to be in the Apple Store, so I'd need to click on. I'd need to download it from the Apple Store, but it's totally free. I experienced a couple of glitches while trying to download it, and I think it was because my internet connection was poor, but not to worry, it downloaded in the end. So from here, hit the open button. Okay, I think we need to select our machine from here. Select the machine, click OK, spooling, machine selected, and there we are. Then I think we need to click the scan. Right, so we're scanning at this point in time, but seems to be taking quite a bit of time, and it's come off with an error. Beautiful. Not to worry. So go to the ADF cover, take it off, put it back just to make sure that it regains functionality. Put in the server tray, or where the your bits of A4 papers and where they sit, and flick it back in. Yeah, but this is quite interesting though. So for the first attempt, it didn't work. It makes me think. Right, so I've spotted the missing link, and I think it's the way in which the server tray sits. So I'll tilt it a little bit. Just look at how I'm moving my hands a little bit. Yep, just right there. You need to move the tray upwards a little bit. Because if the paper doesn't sit in this tray properly, it will get jammed. So I can't stress that enough, because I've tested it twice, and it seems to be the same problem. So once you install the server tray, make sure you tilt it up a little bit. Yeah, you feel the movement once you do that. Yeah, so I've loaded in my paperwork, my research paperwork, and let's hope that it scans now. The scan button on the Brother support interface, and voila, it's scanning through. So I've got a mixture of blank paperwork and research paperwork, because the capacity of the ADS2200 2200. It's about 50 pages, but I'll try not to push this scanner to its maximum capability, so I put about 33 odd pages, and the speed is amazing. The transfer speed is beautiful. I love it. And you just think about, you know, how it saves you a lot of time, you know, if you're using a flatbed scanner where you need to keep, you know, flicking the paper back and forth. So I've got literally like 12 pages here, or thereabout, and it's ignored the blank pages, but I'm not sure if I scan back and forth. But I think, you know, the point is it does scan, and I think that's what we need to take home. I'll save it to me PC as a PDF file. Yeah, and save it to my desktop so I can, you know, easily see it. I don't want to save it to my documents folder. It depends really. You can save it anywhere really, and you can name your file whatever you want to name it. I'll name mine the test, because I'm actually testing the printer to see if it works, and it costs quite a bit of a fortune. And if it didn't work, I'd have to return it, but I'm not looking forward to returning it, because I like, you know, how portable the printer is. Although it feels delicate, but, you know, it does the job, and it's got an amazing speed. So I think I'll be keeping this scanner. Yeah, and so that, you know, it's not a printer, it's a scanner. It's a scanner only. Okay. Yep, and so it's currently spooling and saving to my desk top, and that's absolutely fine for me. It's what I wanted. Right, so that's about it really. Don't forget to hit on the subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, it's absolutely free, like I keep saying. You take care, and hopefully catch you up on the third video, where I would actually be showing you the actual hardware for the scanner. And, you know, you can get onto that video by clicking the link below beneath this video. All right, take care, bye. 2200 scanner. We're going to do a review of this scanner to see, you know, how it works, and, you know, its compatibility with the Mark. It's quite small, and you know, very compact, compatible. You can take it anywhere with you, you know, while you're driving, you know, for work. You can use it at home, you know, whatever. Let's get to it. Right, so we're going to unbox the ADS2200 scanner. It's been, you know, really hyped up, but before I start, if you don't mind hitting the subscribe button, you're the best. It's completely free. You don't need to pay for it, like I keep saying. So this is basically the third video. The first was about installing the USB. The other was installing the software, and the third is about the hardware. So this basically is it's unboxing the ADS220 scanner. And you know, if you've ordered this from PC World or from Amazon or from wherever in the world, I would, you know, advise that, you know, you get yourself a USB 2.0 cable, because, you know, it doesn't come with the ADS hardware scanner. Okay, but, you know, it's a beautiful piece of artwork. You know, especially, you know, if you travel a lot and you want something really very portable, quite small, miniature. You don't want something that's quite bulky. You want something that's small and does the job. Isn't that where we're going to really with mobile phones and whatnot? So let's cut the chase, and let's get this unboxed. Yeah, I want to show you, you know, behind the scanner, and you can see the part where the USB goes in the middle, and the power cable is the round or circular hole that you've got there, and the other hole at the extreme left is the USB. Okay, and from here you can clearly see the power button. You know, and, you know, like you can also see like a caution sign. So if the paper gets jammed, if the paper gets jammed, the lamp lights up as orange, and then you need to open the ADF tray to take out the jammed paper. But this is how you insert the loading tray. So that fits in properly there. Just remember to tilt it slightly upwards. Not just that extension arm, but, you know, the actual loading tray itself. Try to tilt it up a little bit, because if the paper doesn't sit there properly as shown in the second video, you know, you'd have paper jam issues. So it's not the extension arm, like I said, and neither is it the receiving tray. It's the actual body that fits into the scanner that you need to tilt a little bit. Okay. basically just undoing the power cable with the wire lock, and so basically right here I'm connecting the power cord to the adapter, and just make sure that the receiving tray is fully extended out so that your paper sits correctly when the receiving tray receives it. And finally, for the hardware, the power cord goes into that circular or round hole, and you plug the cord into the mains or the socket, and voila, the scanner comes on. And so that's how you power on the ADS2200 scanner, and that's about it really. And then one more thing I forgot to mention, that the loading tray has extension arms that are quite adjustable, so whether you've got an A5 and A4 paper, it should fit in. Just as I thought, but there isn't any USB cable. So like I said, you need to purchase that, before you even start thinking of installing the. And if you're unsure, just click the link in the video below where I explained it, okay? So it looks quite compact, well packaged. So that kind of means that for a portable device, of this sort, it's not getting damaged while being transited in goods in. It looks well, like I said, well packaged. I love it because it's quite unique. It's portable. I've never had one of this myself, so I'm kind of really looking forward to it really. So thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and again, don't forget to subscribe to the to this channel. It's free, like I keep saying. You don't need to pay for it, and hopefully catch you on some other video. Take care, bye.